Welcome back, everyone. Today I have a fun deck profile for you guys. I have actually built this deck in real life, and I just wanted to show it to you guys. So this is my fun deck for set 14, and that is with the original purple Kaido while we can still play it, at least until April. So Dawn -7, trash one of your opponent's life cards. We can actually use this like 2, maybe 3 times a game, which is absolutely amazing. The new cards that technically came out in EBO4 made this deck so much better. So with that, let's get right into it. We have the 1-cost Queen that just came out on play, trash 1, Animal Kingdom Pirates, draw 2. Now, the best part of it is that this is a pseudo stage. You may rest 2 of your Dawn cards if your leader has the Animal Kingdom Pirates. Get a Dawn and rest it. So if you miss stage on your 3 Dawn turn, on your second turn, you can play Queen and just ramp as well, because the most important part of this is for us to get to 6. This deck can get to 9, 10 on turn 4, which is absolutely crazy, which is why I really wanted to build it. Next, we have the 2K Black Maria, where we're only using this as a late stage game card, where after we're just burning through our Dawn and our opponent has finally caught up, because we don't want that drawback to hit us where we have to equal down to our opponent's Dawn. We will be ramping so much faster than them. We definitely don't want to be using it early. Next, we have Uso Hachi to rest, of 5 or less, while also being a 2K. Next, we got 2 Frankie blocker to Dawn -2, discard 1, draw 2, just to filter out, because a lot of the Animal Kingdom cards are bricks. Here's a oldie but goodie. Uta, we need to slow the game down. We are in a pretty wide format again, stuff with like Boa and stuff like that. So we need to control the number of attacks we're taking pretty heavily early on until we just clear their board. Next, we have another blocker. We have the Queen blocker, Dawn -1, draw 2, trash 1, again to get rid of, the bricks. Now, here is a card that's just absolutely amazing. If it would be KO, that's by effect or by battle. Just return 1 Dawn and you get to keep it. And then if your leader has the Animal Kingdom Pirates and you don't have another king out, you get a 1 active and 1 rested Dawn. And then, so it's really nice. That protection is really nice because that means you can keep it when you just 10 drop Kaido. Next, we have Sanji, of course, 2K, but because we will be using our Dawn so much, we will be, 2 less than your opponent, so that this only costs 3 as a blocker. Next, we have the new Kaido. Same protection effect as the King, but it also has a rush effect if you Dawn -2, and then you also rest a 7 cost or less. Then we got 3 of the original win condition, which was, for Kaido, which is just blow up the board and just leave him standing. Now, it's no longer to be the case. You're going to hopefully blow up the board while you have a king out at the very least, so that king gets you 2 back, and then this gets you 1 back. So you essentially only -1 Dawn when your next turn comes around, where you'll be at 9. Then we have 3 Gum Gum Jet Gatling, discard our bricks. This Flame Dragon Torch, I really did underestimate. After playing with it, I really do like it. It's, it didn't seem so good at first because, hey, you got to pay freaking 7 Dawn to use its +3 and rest 1, which doesn't really seem that good. But it's basically Blast Breath on the counter, so I was like, oh, okay, well, let's try it. But when I actually was trying to go for a game, if my opponent's down to 1, I just use this, rest 6, which ends up being 7, bump my Kaido up to 8, and then, use those Dawn, trash it, because usually at that point when my opponent's already at 1, I don't want to attach a bunch of Dawn anywhere else, and I have nothing else to use the Dawn for, so I might as well just power up my Kaido, which is really nice. And then because it says one of your Kaido cards, if you do have this out, you could just pump this up to go for the final game push attack. Next, we have the 4 Searcher, self-explanatory, and then 4 Stage. All right, with that, let's get right into it. So let's see. Let's go against, let's do a Boa. Okay, or maybe not a Boa. Okay. That didn't work either. Let's do Luffy. All right, let's go. So Luffy, I do see people playing. Oh, opponent chose to go first. This isn't terrible. Yeah, it could be better, but I do have this, but I don't have stage. I will. You know what? I'll keep it. We got the more important part is really just to hit the 6, and then we get to 10 pretty easily. So we'll deploy this, trash this, draw 2. We got stage anyway. Pass turn. Let's see. How do I want to do this? So next turn, I can stage, leave 1. Okay, 8, sure. I could ramp. Do I want to ramp? Let's say I ramp. You know what? I'll ramp. So we go to 5. I can use both stage and queen, which will be amazing. Look at that. Turn 2, we're at 7 Dawn. Hilarious. Swing 5. They took it, nothing for them. They don't really have that crazy of a board either. So next turn I can... Alright, so I think that's the Searcher Sanji. Yeah, that's the Searcher Sanji. Let's see, swing... What's that? Sure. Alright, so let's see what else we got. So we are back, we are up to 9. Turn 3, up to 10. How do I want to do this? I could... Let's do this. Let's attack for 5. Gain 1 active, gain no rested, and I'll just play this out. So this way he will be forced to swing the Sanji first, otherwise I'll rest it. I'm going to give up this Uta anyway, in hopes that he drops something crazy. Like, let's say he drops, what is this? You may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life. Add 1... Sure, let's resolve that. Seven, I'll take it. Ooh, I'll use that. We'll add a Black Maria. Alright, so first I want to swing at him for 7. Hopefully he gets a trigger out. Ideally, he hits a trigger. No? No trigger? Alright. So I guess we'll just blow up the board. And then one of those. Alright. Gain 1 active, 1 rested. Gain 1 rested. And swing. For a little 5 poke. Wow. Can't believe he took all that. Dang, look at that hand. 12 cards? Sheesh. He's at 9 Dawn. LOL. Okay. Just return a Dawn. Doi. The heck was that? No blocker. Okay. So now I have 7. Gain 1 rested. Gain active, gain rested. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I can hit him here. Will he take that? Oh man, how do I want to do this now? I can Let's queen. And then trash that. Let's do this. Grab that. And we will swing 5. And we will swing 12. All right. I play that card. That's fine. What the heck can he do here? He's got 12. I've got 8. My board is slightly better than his. Force me to take that. That's fine. 10K. I mean, that's fine. I have here, no block, counter, 1 Dawn return, that's 9, that's 10, 11, there we go. Block that. And even if he drops a blocker, no block. Okay. Boom. 22,000. Wow. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, let's do something better. Let's go against a... Ooh, there's another Kaido. Let's go against a Boa, since that's the best deck. Crap. Nothing? Okay, here we go. Boa, and then we'll call it for the night for a video. All right, so... Ooh, I got 2 searchers. I can risk it. Opponent chose to go first, which means I do have some time to search. I can activate both, so I'll keep it. So we have king. All right, so nothing. So let's see. We will add Onigashima, and we will add queen. We can use both next turn. All right. Now, the tricky part about Boa, I mean, personally, I don't like doing it myself, but like you might have to hold attacks back to just not hit your opponent to, not get a trigger out, since most of their decks can come out and just hit you super hard. Since they didn't stack right there, I'll just risk it. I'll just say screw it. Ooh, yep, paid off. So... Dang, I could drop the queen, but there's nothing I want to get rid of. Let's get rid of this. Hopefully draw another. Crap. Should have got rid of the 10 cost. All right. So we're at 5. They're at 5. We're going to go to 10. We're going to go to 10 next turn. Yeah, we're going to go to 10. All right, so here... They're going to stack and hit me for 7, which I'll take the 7. Oh, I'll use that. Oh, I do actually want that Kaido. That could be useful for dealing another damage. All right, so we'll go this king, gain 1 active, gain 1. Look at that. Boom. We're already at 10. Now, I could... just pass. I don't want to, but I should. I really should. Yeah, we're gonna have to pass. I hate that. Dang, I hate doing that. Oh man, I hate like the way you have to play against certain decks where you just feel like you wasted a turn I mean, you have to, because what happens if they get something good out? Like I'll force them to play this. Fine. Hard play it doesn't feel the worst. Doesn't feel terrible. It's just like when I actually fully have to pay for it is when it, you know. Ugh. All right. We'll say no blocker, counter, and we'll throw that away. Will they give me the blocker? Please attack me with the blocker. Please attack me with the blocker. Of course you didn't. All right. The funny thing is, we can swing here, see if they give us the blocker. Well, either way, we're going to try to punch one of these for hopefully get them to give us a trigger out so that when we drop this 10. Okay. That's funny. Please be a trigger. Give me something. No? No, wait, they're thinking, right? Because I can't play yet. No? Crap. Oh, man. I was hoping there'd be a trigger there. So the other thing is I can rest. No, screw it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right, king. And then Onigashima, gain 1 rested. Let's go. Come on. Ooh, hard counter out, huh? That sucks. All right, so I'll be at 7 active, 8 active, basically back up to 10 next turn. Okay. That's one way to go. I'm not going to get... I'm going to give him a Black Maria. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to block her up. So let's see. We'll do 5, 7, nothing. Okay. I could drop Uta. Uta will give me a blocker here. Here, we'll swing Kaido. Let's say screw it and swing Kaido. Granny Nayon, that's fine. Because next turn we could just forcibly trash whatever the heck they drop out. Okay. Because what's going to happen now is... I can drop Kaido, but could I survive if I drop Kaido? I think I could, but I don't want to test that. So we'll drop a blocker and pass. Alright, so let's see what they can do. They can drop a Kuma on me. That would be okay. They could drop a Kuma and then a Boa, which I don't think I care. This is a pretty fast game. Okay, they can also drop a Boa on a Boa. Do I care? Do I care here? Because more than likely I can punch for all this. Blocker, no blocker. I'll give you that because I don't think I'll be using it this game. I don't want to return any Dawn. All right. Let's see. Can I finish it here? I can go 9. I think he'll give me that for 9. No? Huh. If he doesn't give that to me for 9, what can I do? I can Kaido, hit 1, hit 2. Or I can pump up to something. 9? I think I could pump up to 9. I can pump up to 9, hit twice. Or I could drop this for 7, 9, because I haven't used this yet. I think since it's 9, 9 anyway, it doesn't matter. So then I activate gain 1, trash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, trash 1 life, Shukaku. I think that's game. So that's 7, and then he'd have to block a 9 and a 12. Okay, so 7. There's no way you can block a 9 with 2 cards with no active Dawn. There's just no way. Alright. Play whatever your trigger is, unless it's a blocker, you're done. Okay, and 2. Yep, that's how we do it. That's how we beat meta. Let's go. Let's go and look at all this. Let's go. All right. And I guess that's it. One last time, here is the deck profile. If you guys want to copy it. Couple comments. Maybe you could swap out this Frankie for the 4-cost Nami that also lets you draw 2 trash 1. Only reason I picked the Frankie over the Nami is because maybe sometimes I want that extra. When I set up this, I might actually want that extra push. And the 2 Dawn doesn't hurt too bad with how fast you ramp, as you've seen. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Let me know if there's any other deck leaders you want to see, and I'll try to make it work. This is, a fun deck. Of course it has some bad matchups, like against Emu. I don't know, actually. I haven't actually played against Emu, but the win condition is basically clear the board and you can't clear Emu. But we do have the Rush Kaido. I'm not saying it's impossible. It just, on paper, it seems hard. Maybe I'll do an Emu match next time to try it out. So, again, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see. And have a good one. Bye.